Hi, this is Christian here and welcome to another fly tying tutorial. Tonight I'm going to tie this one. There we go. A light brown version of a variant of a fly that a guy called Daniel Holm just tied the other day. He named it Høsteren, so this is a variant of that. I made one in a lighter version here with some tan STF dubbing. Use some dark tan STF dub. I'm going to use some lighter, some tan dubbing here for my fly. The feather for this one is this one. Ewing Haggle streamer patch grizzly bleached. Really nice, nice feathers for this for coastal flies. So looking forward to having fun with this one. Ball bristles, I can't find use for them on my variant, so I'm gonna use something else for antennas. But I am gonna use orange Shrimpeyes, Easyshrimpeyes, super fluorescent. Some black thread. This is Veevus GSP, and of course, as Daniel did, some ice-top fluorescent shell pink to make a hotspot or strike point or whatever. And the hook is the I chose is the nice light stinger in size 6. And to secure the eyes and materials, I'm going to use some Raidzap resin. That's it for this little light tan version of the fly Høsteren. Here we go. So this is the one we're tying. A light tan shrimp variant of the Høster. A fly called Høsteren, and I'm gonna put in my vise, the hook I like the most, the light stinger from Ahrex in size 6, and I'm gonna take some black GSP here, get going all the way down here to the back. Start by making a little strike point with some fluorescent pink, shell pink ice stuff. This is some really potent stuff. It's perfect for a little strike point. I'm gonna make a small dubbing loop back here, put on my twister, and then grab some STF. Tan STF, which is the material this fly mostly made of. I'm just gonna take a little bunch, pull on top, lay and pull on top, align the fibers, and then I'm gonna grab a tiny bunch. Spread that out a little bit, like this. Put that in my loop, and put that in my loop. Just move. Whoops. That was not supposed to happen, but I'll save it. Doesn't matter because you really don't need much down here. Just comb it a little bit while you move forward. You have a very small little tail, and I'm not gonna make it long, so I'm gonna cut it a little bit shorter and just add a little bit more just to dot that on your thread. That's just to have something to put the eyes, the Easyshrimpeyes on top of, so they stand up a little bit. Before putting on the eyes, I'm just gonna comb out this as well. A lot of combing with the brush. Something like that. Then it's time for the Easyshrimpeyes. Extra small, super fluorescent orange, and oh my lord, they are super fluorescent. I can assure you. I'm gonna just take off the few millimeters in front. Place these on top. Tie those in, and I'm gonna apply pressure at the end of the thick plastic, or just where the eyes go out to each side. By pulling on my thread here, they're gonna go out to the side a little bit, which I like and I want. And you can put pressure on it because I am using my. I'm just going to take a little bit more off because I'm using a GSP thread. That can handle the pressure without breaking. Then I'm gonna put on some antennas, and Daniel used raw bristles for antennas, legs or whatever it was on his variant, and I'm gonna use some feathers for mine. I'm gonna find two similar size feathers. There's two here. Do like this. See? I'm gonna strip them of the feathers, of the fibers. So now I have two feather stems here, with a little bit up on top here, a little bit of fibers left here at the end of the feather. I'm gonna take my scissors and just cut most of it off, so we just have a little little bit left. And look at the coloring on the feather. It has brown and white coloring going on. This is a bleached grizzly feather, which has a nice little feature. And we know the sea turtle, they notice these things. So I'm gonna tie these in between the eyes so they're pointing in each direction, or away from each other. That's what I'm trying to say. So just placing the first one here and the second one. A few wraps. Then I'm just making sure it's the way I want it afterwards. Yes, this is perfect. Tie that in. Get rid of the rest. Then we have the antennas. And then I'm gonna get a little bit more of my STF topping and align the fibers again. Pulling, laying on top, pulling and laying on top. Then let's grab a bunch and place here in between the eyes. Not a very long one, but just a little bit. Like that. Rid of all this. That in. Gotta help shape the body of the rest of the fly. And for extra security, I'm just gonna give it a little drop of Raidzap UV resin here. So I'm gonna make a small dubbing loop and get that out of the way. And then I'm gonna grab my feathers again and find a quite long one. There's a shitload of feathers in this, so really nice. Like this one. This is going to be used as a former haggle on the rest of the body here, and I'm going to put it in a one of these clamps. I'm going to use half the feather because I think if I used half the side of the fibers here, because I practiced this a few times, and I thought that if I used both sides of the feather, both set of fibers, was a bit too much, to be honest. So I'm gonna remove these over here, so the fly doesn't become too bulky and loses some of its ability to be translucent, so like this. If you don't have this clamp, you can just tie in the feather now, tie it in, and then haggle it a little later. But I'm just for fun gonna do it a little bit different. So So I'm going to take a little bit of STF dub again and align the fibers and spread that out and put that on top of my table here and squeeze the feather I just prepared, this one, into the clamp. Put that in my dubbing loop in a second, just a sec. So I'm making sure that the longer fibers up here are going in the top of my loop in a second, and the shorter fibers down here are going to get in the bottom of my loop, if you understand what I'm trying to do. But before doing all of that, I'm just gonna cover the rest of the hook with a thin layer here. And then it's time to put in the feathers in the loop and twist like that. Comb that out. Use a needle. Get the STF fibers out as well. Take your time with this. You get the STF fibers out as well, not only the feathers. See, got a little brush going here. And then I'm just gonna moisten my fingers a bit and pull back. A good brush. And there. That should definitely work for a small sand shrimp. So a little variant here of the fly Høsteren in a tan colored version with some really nice feathers here. That was it for me tonight. I hope you enjoyed my little tutorial and will like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.